And we are live. What is up, everybody? So, tonight has been a long time coming. I've been trying to interview this dude for 2 years. He keeps sidestepping me, dodging me, because he doesn't want to answer any questions. But tonight, he gets to answer the freaking questions. Everybody, last night's winner and this week's and finale winner episode, Mr. Master Distiller, Daniel Stevens. I call him the big deal Daniel Stevens. That's what,
you know. You can. You can.
I guess I get to call you whatever. Hey, you know what I'm happy I don't get to call you?
What?
My second place friend.
Oh, yeah. Well, we don't do participation trophies over here.
Hi, everybody. This is my friend that almost won. Like, how could you? That would be so hard to introduce. Daniel, what is up, my man?
What's up, man?
Brother, number one, let me tell you, congratulations again, not only on winning, but, dude, from then until now, bro, you look fucking amazing, dude.
Well, thank you. Down almost 60 pounds.
Bro, and absolutely can tell. Absolutely can tell.
I feel a lot better. I feel better.
Well, I mean, you got that breathing machine thing at night still?
I kicked that thing when I lost the 60 pounds.
But I don't know. Listen, I used to hang out with a guy. He was he had to take that thing everywhere with him. He's a big dude. We called him Redwood. I mean, dude, that dude had to take it like he's on motorcycle trips, Darth Vader in the middle of the night. So,
yep.
So what's up, man? How was your day today? Is it you feeling like you're on cloud nine a little or what?
Just a normal day. Went back to work.
Like nothing, huh?
No rest for the weary.
Listen, I mean, again, as we were saying earlier, I am strongly encouraging everybody tonight to come on and bust Daniel's balls because we've all been waiting for this moment.
21 months.
21 months. Bro, I was going nuts at like fucking 8.
Yeah. 21
I don't know how you did it. So,
it's rough.
Okay, so here's all right. So before we begin, Mr. Stephen Kirkberry, congratulations, sir. No more chocolate chip monotony. Congratulations.
They want a cookie.
Yeah, right. And the crowd goes wild, says Justin Meredith. Dude, they're all lighting it up, man. They're all telling you congrats, brother. Now,
Mr. Buff Meredith there.
Now, watching yourself on TV, like, how was that for you? Like, is it weird?
It's weird. Yeah, it was weird. All I had here was a few friends and mostly family and stuff.
Right. So you didn't feel too bad at least.
No. It's just seeing what the judging part of it. You of course, you don't know what they said behind closed doors because we weren't allowed to see. We weren't allowed to see that part.
No, that drove me freaking bananas, dude. Listen, I didn't give 2 shits about anything else in that episode. All I wanted to hear was their review. Like, I'm getting goosebumps because, dude, I can still play it in my head. It's still here. You know what I mean?
I think I've played it 20 times today to listen to what they said.
So listen, I'll give you a couple little tips and shit, dude. Make sure you pause that shit and take video, like pictures on your phone of the TV.
My content creator wife is doing all that stuff.
That's good. All right, good. Because that way you have all the pictures you want to put out and some good shit. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Cindy.
Cindy's dude, big fan. Yep. I just want to put this out there. So I was asking, obviously, chat for some good questions. And you want to know what chat said to me?
What's that?
I says, chat, I have Daniel Stevens on my podcast tonight. I need some good questions. And it went straight to, this is no shit. It was like, oh, I got some good ones. You guys have been going back and forth for the last 2 years. It's been saying, dude, I'm not bullshitting you. I'm like, all right, man, chat knows. So we're just going to jump right into it, I think, here, man.
All right, let's jump into it.
So going up, you get the call, you're going in. Did you know you were going to do Jimmy Red?
No. The first call, when I got the call originally, it was for Sour Mash episode.
Okay.
So I had to adjust my vacation, cut it a little short to come back home to get my stuff to do Sour Mash. Yeah. Well, but while I was on vacation, after I done cut it short, they called and said, never mind. We want you to do Jimmy Red. And I said, is that my only way on the show? And they said, yes. So I said, okay, I guess I'm doing it then.
And you've never made it?
I'd made it one time. It was terrible.
I feel like it's a reoccurring thing because listen, like when I knew that I was going to be doing the pastries, like I made a pastry mash at home because I'd never done it before, and it was terrible.
Yeah. I mean, it may not have been terrible. It just wasn't what I was used to.
Right.
And it wasn't the corn I like to use.
Good. So that's a great next question. What is your favorite corn? Like, what does Daniel prefer to use?
Hickory King white corn.
That's it.
That's it.
Now, some people might not know the difference. Is there a difference between white corn and sweet corn?
As far as I know, yes, there is. I don't know the total difference, but I just like the Hickory King because I like to age my stuff in barrels and make a whiskey or a bourbon out of it. And it's a very rounded, smooth grain.
Okay, so
it has not got no conversion value hardly at all. You have to use a lot of it, but it's a labor of love.
So it's more, and again, you know what? That's dude, I love hearing that kind of stuff because for people like you and I, it's really ultimately it's not about making money, putting drinks on the street and shit like that. Really, ultimately, it's about the craft, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to show somebody and they're not going to listen, then I'm not going to keep showing you because you're not respecting the craft. Because, dude, there's a lot. I know how much time I got into it.
Yep.
How much time do you have?
Honestly, I would feel bad about having to sell a jar of whiskey that I make and barrel age for what I'd have to sell it for to make money.
Right.
By the time you buy the barrel, you buy the grain, you do all the work, you break even if you did sell it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, that's not worth it, man.
No.
You know. And then you could sit back on your couch and be like, I'm drinking the best shit in the house, baby.
and look, I never liked selling from day one.
Right.
I didn't like doing it. I mean, I would once in a while, to make a little extra money, but I didn't like it.
Yeah, none of us do. I mean, I do.
Back when I used to do that kind of thing.
Right. Listen, they're like, why do you make moonshine? I said, because it's illegal, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, really, honestly, that's the main reason. I mean, not the
because I've seen it on TV.
It makes it's fun. I mean,
right.
I was hooked from the first time I ever fired a still up.
And that's what it is, man. Like, so how long have you been doing this all together?
I think 2017, so 9 years.
Okay.
Well, you take away the year I've been off, 8 years.
8 years. Dang. Oh, that's true. That's we'll get into that a little bit later.
Yeah.
So 8 years is still a very long time, and honestly, hey, I'll be the first to admit it. I ask Daniel questions all the time. And
if I was going, I ask you questions of something I have a question with, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. I learned what the meaning of clean liquor is.
I mean, if I wanted to make neutral, I'd call and ask you how to do it. I mean,
I make more than just that, sir. Like, so you got 8 years into it. What was your first run you ever did?
I dumped 50 pounds of corn, not even cracked, just corn.
Whole corn.
And a bag of Walmart sugar in and fermented it.
Like great value, just some fucking
great value sugar and deer corn that I bought at the store down here.
Okay. It wasn't like the apple flavored deer corn, you know?
No, it was just yellow field corn.
Okay.
And I didn't crack it. I didn't convert nothing. Didn't do anything.
Did you get any liquor out of it?
Yeah, I mean, I got liquor out of it. I thought it was decent. It probably tasted like, the south end of a northbound horse.
So other than corn, do you have like do you like doing brandies or any of that kind of stuff too?
Apple brandy.
Okay.
One of my great friends from up in Tennessee taught me how to make apple brandy.
Okay.
Yep. And he was a master distiller at one time too.
I think you passed down some of that knowledge.
He's the king of spring, right? Is that what he was called? The king of spring?
The king of spring. The apples, I'm going to tell you this. When I make apple, I've always found that number one, I freaking hate making it because it's messy.
It is. It
can get very messy, get freaking apples everywhere. And then, but I will tell you the positive though, is you don't have to roll with a lot of sugar, if any, because like that shit it's very like, so if you light regular shine up, you get, the blue flame, right? Bro, I lit that apple up and almost blew off the fucking lid, dude. It was like, woof, man. I was like, oh, that's the most volatile shit I ever made was apple. So,
but now when I do mine, it's half white sugar and half brown sugar.
Yeah. So you're getting them good caramel flavors through the ferment.
I mean, that, and I use bread yeast with it because that gives you a cobbler taste instead of just apple.
Gotcha.
So I use the bread yeast, and then before I cook it, I throw a stick of butter in the pot.
I know why.
It's anti-foam, plus it gives you a buttery bread taste.
See, so that's one of the things that I really do with turbo yeast, right? Everybody's, oh, you get the shitty taste and the flavors off, and this. I don't.
Yeah.
I throw bread yeast in with that. I love that bready note from like Fleischmann's, or you know what I mean? Yep. Some Red Star, just whatever, man. That bready note's really good. Like there's nothing like walking into a room that smells like Subway soaked in beer.
Yeah. But now when I do yeast, usually what I do is I buy regular distillers yeast, a thing of bread yeast, Firm Pro FP1 for brandies, and Firm Pro 927 for whiskey, and I mix them all together.
Okay.
And then use it because you're getting the best of every world, or sometimes maybe the worst of every world.
So you're just like, do you have an exact, and I'm not asking for your exact amount.
No, I take 1 pound of each and mix it, and then I put it in half-gallon mason jars and stick it in the closet.
Yeah, and then you're getting a good, man, that's cool. Now,
I just think no matter which, because I like a lot of mountain brandy. So if you're using grain and fruit, why not use different kinds of yeast at the same time?
Yeah, because you're using grain and fruit, two different, So and ultimately, like, so this is one of the coolest things I ever read in my life. It's called Safe Spirits, right? And this little tips and tricks, dude, this right here actually explained to me exactly the kind of stuff you're talking about, because there's sugar chains, and then there's not only with them sugar chains, but you got to figure out how to break those sugar chains down so the yeast can eat that. And each yeast likes a certain kind of sugar.
Yeah.
So I Daniel, this is really our first time sitting down talking like moonshine.
Yeah.
Bro.
I've never bought yeast new.
What are you just throwing in, like grain?
No, I throw in. I've never bought yeast nutrient. What I do is when I start to convert, I dump yeast in, so it kills that yeast because it's too hot. And then when I get ready to pitch the yeast, I pitch it again. So that yeast gets to eat it eats the dead yeast.
You're killing it. You're a killer, bro. I love what you just, bro. That's
it's.
Listen.
Work smarter, not harder.
The other day, I'm sitting there like, because dude, I have 50 pounds of Jimmy Red. I got 50 pounds of blue. I got 80 pounds of barley that I malted myself. Like, that's why I was asking you all the malt questions the other day. And like, dude, man, dude, like that's
Jeremy Craig. Look at this guy, Jeremy Craig. Who's he?
He likes your shirt, he says. Jason Winters is okay. He said big win. Jeremy Craig, I think I met him once or twice. I think he made moonshine on TV before.
He's all right. He's all right guy.
I can see why
he hobnobs with the big celebrities, though.
Listen, I can see why you two get along. Your heads are the same.
They are. And
so that's more aerodynamics for you, bro. Right?
Where were we back? Let's go back. My albino squirrel came in. Yeast. Yeah. Is that what we were talking about?
Yep.
I'm not. Look, I know there's a lot of people that love to propagate their own yeast and make their own and keep their own and all this. There's a lot of things in distilling that I think if you put pencil to paper, you're actually not saving any money. You may have a strain that you like,
right?
But by the time you pay to you got to feed it, you got to propagate it, you got to keep it around. I think you're wasting more time and money than you're saving.
Yeah, because you're putting a lot of effort.
Right now, Amanda Bryant will not agree with me, and I love that girl to death. I will tell you, I love that woman, but I just don't. I've never tried to propagate my own yeast or none of that stuff.
See, I feel like when we buy the yeast for a reason, we're doing it for convenience, right?
Yeah.
That way we don't have to do that. Like, I know people who can't even activate it still. They have a hard time activating it. I'm like, how do you have a hard time activating yeast, bro? Put it in
and it's the same as condensing. Your water to condense with. People kept telling me buy chillers and chill your water and this and recirculate and all that. Look, I may run 50 gallons of water in a whole run, 50-gallon run of cooling water. I'll pay that nickel to $1 for that water. You just think about a chiller. When you buy $300-400 chillers, you run the power to them for 3 days to get that water chilled.
Right.
And then the pump to circulate, you could pay for a lot of gallons of municipal water or well water first.
Yep. Are you on well?
Huh?
Are you on a well out there?
No, I'm on municipal. I'm on county water. But I do.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. It's like somebody said you can't make good liquor on county water. I'm like, what I do is I fill up my 55-gallon drum. What I used to do anyway, fill up 55-gallon drum, let it sit down there for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Let everything settle to the bottom. Then I pump out the top part that I want to use, and the water's fine.
That's good. You're kind of like cold crashing it in a sense. You're getting everything to drop to the bottom, and
you also think, because my process takes a lot longer because I do that, and then I soak my grain for 3 days before I start to mash in.
Now, is there a difference between soaking and steeping?
Maybe the temperature of the water. I don't know. I just put cold water on it for 3 days.
Okay, so after that 3 days, you're going to take it out and then run it.
No, after that 3 days, I'm just going to add sugar to it and finish filling the water up. Add sugar to it and a little bit of warm water and
let it rip.
Let it rip.
3 days. That 3 days softens and opens it up, man. It releases everything.
If you use cracked corn and you let it sit 3 days, it not only opens it up, but it also starts the malting process, which releases your sugars. So, and a lot of people, say you're not converting. No, I'm not fully converting, but I'm going to use that corn 3 times.
Yeah, buddy, that's moonshining right there, big dog.
I don't waste nothing, and then when I get done with it, the deer eat it.
You have a lot of drunk deer. No wonder you shoot all the big ones. I can't
Don't
get
say
away.
that to my wife because I didn't kill none this year.
Me neither.
No. I got shut out this year.
Bro, listen. I shot a buck. He ran all the way down my neighbor's driveway. Nice new driveway. Blood trail all the way down it, dude. It's probably like 200, maybe 150 yards long, just blood all the way down. They got these little kids. I come out the one morning, I says, the lady was coming out, dude. I got all my hunting shit on. I'm like, I got a bloody arrow in my hand. I'm like, shot a deer last night. I ran your way. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Blood everywhere. I couldn't find it though.
Yeah, well, I mean, it happens.
It does. It does. Okay, so now after so you know you're gonna make Jimmy Red. You didn't have no time to practice really at home, right?
No, I ran it once. And,
okay, so I'll just tell everybody, and I'm sure a lot of people when they meet Daniel. When I met Daniel, he's like, I'm Daniel Stevens. I hate Jimmy Red.
And I did. And I still probably do.
No, you've grown to love it, bro. I'm going to tell you this.
It holds a special place in my heart now.
Absolutely.
There.
How cool is that? It's like the second time, probably the first good time you made it, like, put some effort into like making that one.
Look, the grain I used the first time was not the grain I used on the show. Okay. It was not the same. It wasn't taken care of the same. It wasn't the quality of grain, I don't believe. It Dancing Star Farms, Robert McDonald, he has some really great grain.
So is that where they had brought him from there when you on your episode?
Yeah, they went to I guess he's in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I think some more PA.
My state. Anyways, Morgan Stewart's asking, what is your favorite corn to use? You had already told me this.
Hickory King white corn.
Hickory King white corn. Yeah. Boom. I mean, dude, that's a big kernel corn too, huh? It's a pretty big.
Yeah. Well, see, I've only ever used it. I already get it. It's already powder when I get it.
Oh, you're getting it already crushed up.
Well, see, usually I get it from Jerry because Jerry gets a deal on it. He buys a lot at one. He
like a big super sack. Yeah, I got you. All right, so you're going in there. Was you nervous thinking like, shit? You just kind of like another day?
No, I mean, I really was. I called a lot of people and asked a lot of questions, and to begin with, I focused on Tim Jones because he's the whiskey expert. He's the bourbon expert. And he scared me when I went in front of him. I'm going to tell you. It scared me to go in front of him.
I don't know how you and Reginald did that, dude, because that guy there, like he is, when it comes to whiskey, that dude is spot on, man. Like I knew this shit.
But it was only the first run that I was scared of him. And then I was sitting there and me and, my wife were talking before I went to the second, we went for the second run. Right. And she said, why are you worried about him? She said, why don't you worry about the other two judges that you make stuff they like anyway? She said, why don't you concentrate on whiskey that they like instead of bourbon that he likes?
That's good thinking because you want to please the masses.
And plus you got if you can please two, you don't need that third one.
That's right. 2 out of 3 is a win, baby.
Yep. And I really didn't think when I watched the judge, and I really didn't think he was going to like what I made.
Dude, he didn't really have nothing. Dude, when he cracked that sucker open, bro, he was like, that's Jimmy Red corn. Like he's straight off as Jimmy Red, bro. So he knew just by smelling it. And it's crazy because like my friend Anthony here, he likes sugar shine, but I try to get him all the time with corn. Dude, I can't get it within 2 feet of him. And he's like, it's corn. I don't want it. I said, how do you know that? He smells like my daddy stuff.
Well, I mean, it's Julia was very good. She made what she made was probably one of the best bourbons I ever tasted.
So you tasted hers. I was wondering about her. The color difference was crazy, man. Like,
well, she used a lot of heavy oak, like heavy charred oak, and I used medium, and then Two Trees blend, which was a blend of a few different ones.
See, in the medium, and that's the first thing that Tim Jones had said was
Yeah.
medium actually works really, a medium toast or a medium light or whatever works really well with the Jimmy Red.
Yes.
Now, I don't know. Some people might not understand, but explain everybody what is Jimmy Red? What makes Jimmy Red special?
It was actually, they say it comes from Native Americans in Appalachian area, but it settled in Charleston, South Carolina, and it was what they all used to make liquor in Charleston, and they ate it, like grits and cornbread, all that. But like I say, when yellow corn started being mass produced, Jimmy Red was too expensive to produce. It was too hard. So they quit using it, and it got all the way down to like 2 cobs left, and that was all that was left
in the whole.
And this guy that happened to be a seed saver kind of guy, he found the last 2 cobs, and he brought it back from that.
That's crazy. Hey,
yes.
Now I got 50 pounds of it in my game room over here waiting to be crushed up.
Well, don't worry. I'll teach you how to do it. Don't worry.
Listen, I kind of feel like, you know what, man, what was really cool is like when, you're doing your little bios and shit like that, like you're all self-taught, man.
Yeah.
Just like me, bro. But yeah. I didn't do any of the research on the internet because at that point in time, somebody else said the same thing. Like maybe it was you or somebody, but it was like, I didn't think that anybody would even be putting that kind of information online.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, when I actually started looking it up, I found like George with barley and hops.
Yes.
And then I found a few Philbilly videos, but then I joined TikTok, and I found everybody. And I'm like, these guys don't care; they just tell anything.
Yeah.
So then I became one of those guys. I would tell everything. But I mean, you look at Anthony that I went against. He worked for a distillery. Julia she was a beer brewer for 12 years. Yeah. So she knows how to blend, mix, and she knows what grains are going to make what flavors.
Okay.
Because beer is so complex, you got to add so many different things.
Right.
And like they said, and it is true, she's probably got one of the best palates of anybody I ever seen. She said what she was going to make it taste like, and she did.
Okay. So Jeremy Craig says that bit you in the ass?
Which part?
I don't know. That's what he's just saying, that bit you in the ass.
I mean, a lot of things bit me in the ass because I'm just a dumb redneck from out the country.
Hey, listen, we're only dumb in certain things, but we're really smart in the shit we like to do.
Hey, look, if I could have, I never took chemistry in school. But if they would have taught it like this, I would have learned it in school.
Dude, listen, you'll laugh. I failed 9th grade science, and you have to have 9th grade and like 2 years of science or whatever. Yeah. Oh, the TikTok telling, he says.
Yeah.
Same shit on TikTok. Yes.
Yeah, it did. Yes. It did. Well, I don't know if that bit me. We won't discuss all that of how it bit me or who bit me or what. But I think it was a blend of all of it. Ended up biting me.
Yeah. So, all right. So now you're walking out on that set.
Yep.
Did you realize it was going to be that hot in there?
I had no clue. The first day was not that bad.
Liar.
The day we mashed in was really not that bad.
No.
But then we took, because we didn't have 5 days. We ended up, because of filming, we had 6 days.
Okay.
And we went to Popcorn Sutton Jam, went and hung out at Jerry's. We went to Biltmore. Me and the wife did some things, made a vacation out of it. And then when we got ready to go back, it went from 85 to 95 degrees outside. Which meant it was probably 120 on set.
Yeah. Hey, so that's why his face was so red. He was sunburned.
Look, it's still red now, but that's why it was red then.
Steve's still trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what, I had to take some of my pictures I took on there and get like AI to, calm the color down a little bit.
That's funny, dude. So Morgan's asking, and I'll tell him. So how long have you been shining, and what was your first run? And I know we went over this, so he was a little bit late. So his first
so
run was,
say it was corn. It was just regular kernel corn and sugar, and it was in 2000, probably 17, right about there. And I'll tell you, to be honest, if you want to know, it was right about the time North Georgia got started making stills. Because my first still was a 20-gallon North Georgia still.
Here's the question though: did it have the plaque on it, or was it stamped?
It was stamped.
So's mine.
If you'll watch Amanda Bryant's old videos where she's running her one at home, me and her bought ours about the same time.
Okay, yeah.
And the same steel, and I had the little 3-gallon thumper and 3-gallon worm.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's like that big. I got one right here.
Yeah.
I love them, dude. I got 3 of them.
But actually, to be honest, I still have the original pot. Even though I've lost a lot and I've traded and bought and sold, I still have the original pot. Thanks to Andrew at North Georgia, because I traded it in and he sent me another steel, and he kept that old one of mine and he practiced drilling holes in it. So I put a port on it and a few other electric ports, and he sent it back to me. And so I put a big port on it and put other little electric ports all on it. And luckily it was at a undisclosed location when the ALE come to my house.
Yes.
So I still have my original pot. Although there's nothing else to go with it, I have it.
But he doesn't know where it's at.
I still don't know. I told the guy, don't tell me where it's at.
Look, all this North Georgia talk.
Yeah. Oh, we got a plug. We got a plug for Georgia.
Oh, wait. Did it look like this?
Yes. Except mine was a paste stop.
I have one of those too.
Yeah. I had to paste my first steel.
Yeah, listen. So when I bought mine, the guy I was working with, he wanted one. So he's like, order me one, but I want the paste cap. Now this is a good, so like they run differently.
Yeah.
Like totally different. Like mine put out a better type of alcohol when you ran it a little slower.
Yeah.
He would run it where the stream would come like a steady stream, and it was better that way for that one for some reason. I don't know, but all right.
All steels run differently. I mean,
absolutely.
They do.
Absolutely. So what's he say? With 6 steels burning, 3 on each set. He's absolutely right. So like you're literally walking into like, I feel like hell's pit.
A furnace. You're walking into a furnace. I think the only relief I got was when the judges would leave and they weren't in there with us. We walk over behind where they judge at, and they had them little fans under there.
Oh.
And we'd sit there for a minute.
See, dude, I wish I would have done more of that. Like, I didn't do too much of that. Like,
but we didn't take any pictures or nothing like that.
I did.
Yeah. I just put my phone up because that's what I was told to do.
Yeah. Well, I did too. They told me, hey, if you ain't gonna put your sunglasses up, we'll get somebody who doesn't wear them. And I was like, here you go. And now it's like this. How about that?
But you do it again tomorrow.
Nope. There'd be stipulations.
Oh, okay.
The Hollywood in me would come out.
No. You've been talking to Bruiser too much, ain't you?
I'd be like, listen, the only thing I'm asking for is softer towels. I need a softer towel to wipe my face because the ones you give me feel like
sandpaper.
Soaking in Clorox for 4 months and then dried on a fucking clothesline.
Yeah. And I don't know how they edited it, but every time I would wipe my head, there'd be like white all over my head. And Reggie said the same thing when he filmed his.
Bro, They're like, Jason, can we get you something? I'm like, yeah, 2 more towels and some water, please. I'm dying over here, right? So you got to taste hers. Did you get, and what was the guy's name? I forget.
Anthony,
that's right. Yeah. And you got to taste his first round.
I did, and I mean, I think a lot of his problem was it was too many grains, too many different grains, and I think they just didn't mesh well together.
I got you.
And his ABV was lower, so when we did the still pick, she won the coin toss, of course, and so she got the thumper. I wanted the pot still anyway. I didn't even want the thumper this first round. I wanted the pot still first round.
That's what
but Anthony had low ABV, so he needed that diamond column,
Yeah.
So it worked out for everybody. Everybody got exactly what they wanted. But I did hear a comment from the judge area. I don't know which one said it was when I picked the pot still and I started setting it up. One of them said, "Well, he ain't even gonna be able to hit 100 with that thing."
On a pot still?
Yeah.
100 proof?
Yeah.
If and you didn't know what
about all of them come out at 130.
I mean, so
about 130.
Did you add sugar or did you convert?
I did both. I did both. I converted the Jimmy Red, but also used.
I didn't know if it was a straight conversion or whatever, because I know we were allowed to bring X amount of sugar. You know what I mean?
I was allowed to bring all the sugar I wanted. Actually, to begin with, I was told to bring all my own grains. But when we got there, they said you can't use yours. You got to use ours.
Oh, I remember talking to you and you outside and hearing about this. That was one of the fucking curveballs.
Okay, so what I did was I brought 50 pounds of corn, Jimmy Red, white, and some yellow corn, and 25 pounds of dextrose.
Yeah.
And so I had my conversion was going to be a 107.5.
You already knew that going into it.
I knew going in, but when I got there, we got cut to 25 pounds of Jimmy Red, and I only had 25 pounds of dextrose.
Oh, so
I only ended up with a 105.2 to start with.
So that's one of the curveballs
that was.
And you know what? Honestly, though, I love hearing about them because you got to be able to figure that out in that, you know what I mean? In that moment, like when they hit you with those, like, it's like, oh, fudge. You know what I mean? You got to think on your feet, right? So, so going into it, you kind of had an idea what you're looking for. And so now you add that in there, you're a little low on your ABV.
Oh, yeah.
What do you do? You're just kind of hoping on the grains kind of to lift it a little, or just.
Well, but I guaranteed it looked better than it was on real life, the TV looked better. I only ended up with like 4 good jars out of the first run because my ABV was so low. I just didn't end up with much good. There was 3 or 4 jars of tails and stuff like that. But as far as good jars, there was only 4 to choose from in the first round.
Okay. And then, so going into that second round, that one was based on the ABV, right? Like what in your mash?
Yes.
Okay. So his was lowest. So that bought his ticket home?
No. Okay. So, his jar bought him a ticket home. Sorry. We mashed in, they checked our ABV. Then on the first run, after the first run, he went home.
Okay.
And the second run was just me and her.
Okay. So now it's just you and her, and you're going up against her. Like at any point a time where you like, man, she knows what the F she's doing.
It was from the get-go. I knew she knew what she was doing.
You knew there was no messing around.
Yeah. Well, see, and I got told in the first round that I didn't have enough Jimmy Red flavor on the front end of it. So I took about a whole mason jar full of raw Jimmy Red that I saved.
And you put it in your thumper.
No, No. I put it in a brew bag and hung it in the cap of my pot.
Oh,
and let it hang.
The corn.
She put the corn in the thumper. That's why she got a lot of spicy note on hers. But now, I also knew that it was going to be spicy doing that. So what I did was open my thumper up and I poured that, that jar of oats that's in your box. I poured that jar of oats into the thumper.
Thinking on the fly.
Well, no, you get the spicy from getting that raw Jimmy Red in there.
Right.
But then when you dump that oats in there, it kind of mellows it out and smooths it out.
And what was the reason they even had the oats in there for anyways?
To make paste in case you had a leak.
Bro, kudos
Which they didn't show it, but I had a leak. If you look back to my first run, that rag wrapped around my steel, the condenser, there was a leak right there.
Damn, bro.
And we had to paste it.
Dude, that is a slick ass move, bro. That's like, because hey, ain't nobody else, and that is one thing that I definitely know, and I hear a lot of people talk about it, is when you're doing it, even like any kind of whiskeys and shit like that, they like to throw the oats in there to mellow it out a little, to smooth it.
Yeah, it rounds all your sharp edges off, is what it'll do.
Yeah. And bro, you were just like, oh, well, shit, I ain't gonna use that much paste. I might as well put the rest in.
Well, no, look at it this way. Is the way I looked at it. I was like, I didn't have no front end on that deal. Okay. I know my first jar had no front end. So I thought, okay, I'll use the raw Jimmy Red hanging in a brew bag in the cap. Let the vapor come through it, pick up the Jimmy Red flavor. Then I put spent mash in my thumper and the oats to mellow it out. But I did not put any liquor in my thumper.
No, because that's just going to make it harsh, dude.
All I added was a little bit of mash and spent grain, and then the fresh grain was in the pot. So
is that kind of giving it like a sour mash note a little bit?
I think that's what it would. To me, that's what I think it does. It's been a while since I tasted it, because when they showed up, those 3 jars disappeared to an undisclosed location.
I will say this. I did taste some of your Jimmy Red.
Yep.
Hands down. Listen, I've tasted a few of them, and I ain't gonna lie, there's a reason why he's a master distiller, people. His shit was like, it was a different level.
Everybody tells me it's good, but I don't like it.
You don't have to, bro.
No,
you don't have to.
And I didn't like the front end of it, even the second run,
Okay.
So what I did was I took sugar maple charcoal, French oak chips, and charred cherry wood, and I filtered through those. So it gave it kind of a maple, a maple vanilla flavor on the very front end of it.
So as it was coming out of the still, you were filtering through those? Yes. Or no, you were also like kind of pouring through.
I filtered the second run through it, and then I even filtered I kept 2 jars out of the first run that I didn't even rerun. And I filtered them through it.
Yes.
And then when we got started on the second round, I had 2 good jars. Those 2 good jars I said from the first run. I threw my chips in there as soon as I lit the steel, when it got started heating up, I was dumping chips in those 2 jars already.
You was on it, man. You was already.
Well, because look, and they said 24 hours. It was not 24 hours to age that stuff.
Mm-mm.
We got done at 5:00 that day running. We were back at 10:00 in the morning to blend and turn in.
That's crazy.
So 16 hours to age that much.
Dude, and it had a beautiful color on it, man.
Well, the good news was as how hot it was.
Yeah.
That helped with that rapid aging.
Oh, yeah, because it's going to heat everything up and expand it.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people do it. They think it's cool. They like the way it does or whatever. I don't want to do any mechanical rapid aging. Because all mechanical stuff does is release the oils and the tannins from the wood. those are meant to stay in that wood. They're not supposed to come out. But you're going to release particles and tannins and oils out of that wood if you shake that. I mean, you just think of a barrel in a rack house.
Yeah.
It may move a little bit.
That's it.
But you're not releasing all them tannins out of that wood.
So real quick, Reggie's asking, how did the oil affect the run?
Well, the oil of Jimmy Red is that's where you get the creamy, buttery center of that Jimmy Red is the oil.
Buddy.
And hey, look, I can appreciate the taste of it. It's just not my favorite thing. It has a unique flavor. But to be honest, before I went to film, I bought a bottle of High Wire Distilling Jimmy Red.
Just to taste it.
I wanted to know what it's supposed to taste like.
Right.
You know,
it's funny, dude. When I got down there,
jars,
when I got down there, the first thing I did was went to Gatlinburg or whatever, and I bought a jar of orange creamsicle.
Yep.
And I was highly disappointed. I'm like, dude, I got to make something better than this, dude.
Yep.
Holy shit.
But so I'm going to tell you a lot of, I've seen the Moonshiners post from yesterday, from last night's episode, and there was a lot saying that she should have won. Now, I want to clarify a few things. A lot of people don't know we have parameters that we have to work within. You have a goal you have to achieve.
Yep.
And our goal in our paperwork was produce an original Jimmy Red whiskey. And I geared toward a whiskey. She made a hell of a bourbon. And that's the only thing that sunk her, was making a bourbon instead of a whiskey.
So obviously I know I know the difference between bourbon and whiskey.
Yeah.
Really, it's all ultimately really geographical, and they don't use sugar in bourbon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, she used sugar, but hers was like an 8-year barreled product.
I got you.
To me, my palate, what I like, it was too much oak.
Gotcha.
But I could appreciate it, and I would have drank it.
Yeah.
No problem.
It wasn't bad. There was more flavors than just,
I mean, it did have that vanilla, cinnamon, all that flavors right there in it. It was good. I think, what is that, Ambriana wood?
Yeah, or something weird like that. Yeah.
What they do the cachaça with,
Yeah.
She used that.
What kind of flavors that put off? As far as
it's supposed to give you a little bit of the cinnamon, but that stuff, she put it in about that much jar of liquor to get it started.
Oh.
And I looked over about a minute later and I was like, Julia, you need to pull that out.
It's black. It's dark already.
It was yellow. I mean, it was like a morning pea yellow already. And I was
now is that like is that because it's a very porous wood?
I guess but it started like it got that color in like a minute.
Jesus.
So when I said something to her, she dumped it off, she got the wood out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, I was impressed watching you. Like, you really impressed me, bro. Like, listen, I know you're good at what you do, but you really impressed me when you were blending, dude. I feel like that's where you were on point the most. Not that you weren't off point, but I'm saying like in that episode, dude, that's where for me, I was like, dude, you were on it, bro. You were fucking dude. You had like all these jars and everything. I'm like, man, dude, that's cool.
They didn't show how much I drank. I can tell you that.
That's why his face was red.
When we got judged, I was hammered.
Are you serious?
I told her I was going to have to go take a nap is what I was going to have to do. I was shitty. In 30 minutes, I got hammered. I just kept every jar, I was sipping it and then mixing and sipping and mixing. And let me be honest with you. I made two. If you'll look at the very end, I had 2 jars sitting in the front of the table, right?
Right.
I picked up the jar I didn't want to turn in.
Why?
And I would have probably lost with the jar I wanted to turn in.
Oh, so you turned in the one you didn't want to?
Yeah. I turned in the
Man.
wrong jar. Well, what I thought was the wrong jar.
Man, luck of the dice right there, bro. I'm sure, look, I'm sure if you'd have turned one or the other in, man, they couldn't have been that big of a difference.
Well,
I mean,
the
wood
difference
flavor maker.
the difference is how much of that, I told you I filtered through those other woods
Yeah.
and charcoal. It was the amount of those that was in each jar. So the one I turned in actually had a lot lighter note of those three things. And the one I didn't turn in had a lot heavier note of those three things.
Yeah, because I noticed you didn't, like, you had a few and you didn't have to really put a lot of wood in there either.
No, I mean, I put little handful, very little handful in them things.
Normal people handful.
Well, yeah. like little people handful.
Regular people. Daniel's.
Well, you seen when I picked them up off the cart, I didn't get but a little bit of each one.
I know they had like 500 pounds of wood chips in there. You guys took like 6 of each.
I used medium American oak, and they had that 2 trees blend that they use there at the distillery. And that's the 2 jars I had sitting there with chips in them. Now I did screw with Tickle a little bit.
You have to.
I took some of that. They had mesquite wood there, and I took about that much liquor and put that mesquite wood in it. And Tickle sitting there like, that's good for cooking, but I don't think I'd put that in my liquor. But I did that on purpose just for him.
Well, listen, when I was in Arizona, I tried it was a rye whiskey, a mesquite rye.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking, like, rye's already hot as it is. Now you're gonna add a hotter wood to it. Like, what the fuck?
But now let me be honest about one thing. That what was wrote on the caps of those jars, there were no caps in my box that didn't have something wrote on them already. There wasn't a clean cap in that box.
Are you serious?
Every one of them had somebody else's writing on it.
Hey, you probably got mine, bro.
And no, probably not. But anyway, but no, I did not get a clean cap at all, the whole thing. And I had to wash all my jars because they were nasty.
In your big barrel of water?
We didn't get, but the first time we got new jars, but not new lids, was the finals when we blended that day.
Yeah, they wanted me to like do the oranges, right? They're like, hey, if we get you an orange like thing, we're gonna do some slow motion shots, right? And I'm like, all right, bro. I swear to God, they pulled that thing out of like my first kitchen.
Look, I'm upset about a lot of the things they didn't put in there. There was a lot of stuff they did not put in there.
Right. So that's one of the big things. And one of the things that I noticed is like they don't show a lot of the winner.
No.
Right. They're going to show more of the other person because they want you to think that person's going to win.
Yes.
So,
and look, when we got judged, I don't know how you felt, but I felt like it could have went either way. I mean, you were probably far enough ahead it didn't matter.
I'm just saying, bro, I'm biased to that point. Like,
yeah,
I really, so what I got concerned about hers was how dark hers got, because I've done that before and I've overwooded things or over oaked it. And I've also like toasted my own chips and then put them in put them in the moonshine to let them do their thing. And then you go to drink the shine and it tastes like a house fire that was just put out.
Yeah.
So you learn real quick.
Yeah.
What not to do.
I mean, look, when I turned mine in, hers was so much darker than mine. The TV didn't do it justice. It was a lot darker.
Yeah.
It was more, I mean, I'm a bourbon guy anyway. I love bourbons. Hers was like an 8-year, like Knob Creek 8 or 9 year bourbon. I mean, that kind of style.
Right.
And It was great. I told her I would buy 100 jars of that.
So let me ask you this. So, and not to just go back any, but like, dude, the color of your mash was freaking beautiful, dude.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
It was like, I was like, look at that, dude. Like, cause hey, I'm not gonna lie, I've never ran Jimmy Red. I'm very honest when it comes to that kind of shit. I haven't ran everything. So like when I saw it, and dude, all three were different colors.
Oh, totally different colors. Mine looked like a grapefruit. Hers was completely pink, and his was white.
Yes.
His was white mainly because it wasn't done working off.
Right. It's still going.
It was still going when he ran it. But which actually could have been a good, if he would have played his cards right, it would have been a good thing.
Yeah.
I think he over blended and he brought back too much tails.
Okay.
I think he put a little too much tails in there, and it messed it up. It clouded it up.
So here's a question for you. So like as far as like over blending and stuff like that and putting tails in, right? So you don't really want to do the tails. You really want to do more of the sweet water, correct?
Yes. You want to get past the tails.
Right.
His problem was he didn't have enough quantity to get good cuts out of it.
Yeah. Right. So, and a lot of people don't understand that. And that's one big thing that is like, my wife, she's like, dude, you have no patience for anything, but how can you sit there and let that go and let it go and let it go? I'm like, listen, after the tails are gone, that's when the good stuff. And that's exactly what I did there, bro. I waited till the sweet water came out, and then that's what I cut with right into the jar. They wanted 80 proof. I gave them 85.
Yep. Well, I mean, if you want me to be honest with you, I've never ran tails. I've never ran Sweetwater. I've never ran tails. I usually pot still because I know on my 50-gallon still, if I pot still it, it's going to start at 120. It's going to end at 80. Well, where does that put you at? 100 proof.
Yeah.
Self-proof at 100 proof. Put it in a barrel and let it go.
You know what? I usually stop around 90 or 100. Yeah. And people don't understand. You can figure that out before you even put it in the pot.
Well, I mean, look, a lot of people like Easy now. He'll run it all the way down to 0.
You taking it all?
Me, I've got a job and I ain't got but a certain amount of time, and that's not a hint. That's not at you. I've got a certain amount of time to get my runs done. Okay.
Right.
So as soon as I hit the tails, I flip that thing off and pop the cap on it. I'm done. I go to the house.
A lot of people don't even they don't like that flavor. They it tastes like wet cardboard. You know what I mean? It's just got a little oh, you said his name, and pow, Big Easy shows up. Yeah, hey, that's an honor. Big Easy's watching. Thank you, Big Easy. I appreciate that.
We love Big Easy.
And listen, you guys are a fucking ride in this group chat. I know that.
But don't ever do anything wrong in the group chat.
Or say anything wrong, because Sean Rigsby will be all over you, bro.
I'm waiting at the mailbox because I know what I'm getting ready to get in the mail.
What's that?
A hydrometer.
From?
Easy.
And why is that?
Because I turned my first jar in at 130.
And what were they looking for?
Over 90.
Oh, well, fuck, you're good.
I mean, so if you want to get technical by our paperwork, I love the other two to death, but I won after the first round.
All right.
Because it was supposed to be minimum 90 proof turned in the first jar.
Oh, yeah.
They both hit 85, and I was 130.
That's good thinking. Yeah,
but
I mean, dude,
you gotta have a TV show out of it.
You could have been like, hey, if you would have been like second or third, you could have been like, listen, I won already. I want this victory.
Yeah. I mean, and I didn't mind. Like, say, if I seen anything that needed done, I helped them with it or whatever. I did not care. You know, but you got a lot of people that now in groups and stuff that are like, I want to be on there. And I'm like, first things first. If you tell me it takes you 10 hours to run your keg still or your bever, you don't need to apply for that show. because you only got 4 hours to run that still.
That's right, dude. That's absolutely right.
First thing is you can't run a drip. There's no way. Nope. That 4 hours is dead on. You remember they had a clock on you.
Yeah.
That 1 hour mash in it's not negotiable.
No, that's the part of the show that like the people don't see and don't understand. Like you have, you're there for a fucking reason.
Okay.
You're like,
another thing is when I was running shine at my house, and you could get in a groove, right? And
right.
you were focused on what you were doing. Well, when somebody says to you every 5 minutes, hey, ask somebody something or do this or face the camera, it gets you out of your game a lot.
You're right, dude. Because they want to, and those are the things, like, it's not just, I think some people might think it's like you show up, you're going to you're going to throw a mash together. Whatever happens, and then you're going to, no, it has nothing to do. You have parameters. Like he said, like, dude, you have to figure out, okay, well, I'm going to take X amount of bread and I can only use X amount of sugar with it. It can't be more than that, and all that. So,
well, I mean, of course, you seen us grind the Jimmy Red at the beginning of this.
You were working, dog.
Let me tell you, they wanted us to grind a 5-gallon bucket to start with. And I looked at them, I'm like, do you know how long this is going to take? And they were like, what? I was like, it's going to take us all day to grind 5 gallons of Jimmy Red.
Yeah.
Well, then they sat there and they was like, and we had a problem. Anthony, his grinder fell apart. Oh. And he cut his finger. So they had to put a Band-Aid on it. But anyway, they come back, they put them all back together, and they said, okay, a mason jar full.
Right.
Well, me, I already had a mason jar full because you seen I was working it. I mean,
Dude, you were.
And Julia, I love her to death, but she was losing half of hers on the floor.
Yeah,
she didn't have her bucket in the right spot, and she was losing a bunch.
Dude, listen, ain't no doubt in my mind you were hustling, brother. That's for sure, dog. Like,
another thing they didn't show you was while my water was heating up, they said stay busy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Stir the grain in my barrel? I mean, and so I'm sitting there thinking, what can I do? I asked them, I said, can I grind some more Jimmy Red? Well, yeah. So I was sitting there steadily grinding more Jimmy Red while my water was heating up.
Listen, I don't think they realized, like, Daniel was looking for something to do, so you better keep him busy because he's probably going to get into some mischief or ball bust.
Do you know for about 5 minutes I stood there with my paddle stirring dry grain?
Are you serious? That's all you did?
Stirring dry grain.
Listen, they're out there telling the biggest jokester I know to stay busy, and he's like, oh yeah, all right. He says,
hey, look, I was sweating. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, look, I was 335 pounds. I was sweating.
He said, grind your corn, you big hot MFer.
You love me and you know it.
Right. Hey, it's bad enough it's already a gazillion freaking degrees on set. Now they're, bro, I felt like he was in a sweatshop, bro.
Hey, look, when we were being judged, I was so hot, I thought I was going to pass out.
Right.
And I just kept sitting there, don't lock your knees, don't lock your knees, don't lock your knees.
It's because you were drunk, bro.
Well, that too. Look, I got drunk every round, okay? I even got drunk the second round when we just put the chips in the jars and got ready for the next day. I was drunk that day too, okay?
Oh, you woke up drunk?
No, I mean, I drank every day on set except the mash. A lot of people will drink mash. I don't drink it. I'm not doing it.
I'll taste it. I won't.
I mean, put my finger in it, but there's people that will take a drink of it. No. Why
the fuck you want to do that?
I mean,
steel beer ain't no good. Not all the time.
There's some effects that come with that.
Yeah, headaches.
300 after each show. Yeah, probably was. Yeah.
That's what, I mean. So,
all right. Look, if I ever go again, my outfit will be different.
What are you wearing?
I will be wearing sleeveless shirts or no shirt, and I'll wear overalls and no shirt, or I'll just wear shorts and a sleeveless shirt.
Well, listen, nobody's going to know who you are unless you wear what you wore on set.
Well, I know, but they're not going to see that. That's my work clothes. That's what I wear to work every day.
Why did they all? I just want to know. Did they tell you all to wear blue?
No, it was just we all come down to the hotel that morning and everybody was wearing blue. My wife laughed. She's like, "Did y'all call each other and coordinate this?"
Reggie says in a G-string.
Hey, look, if y'all paying, I'll do it.
Tim Smith style overalls cut into shorts.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, like Daisy Dukes. Next thing you know, you bend over, your nutsack's hanging out the bottom of it.
Well, I mean, mine do hang a lot lower than they used to, so I better watch
your
that.
Nuts hang low, do they swing to and fro? All right. So listen, brother. Hey, man, I'm sure we could talk all night, but
yeah,
I know you got to get up and stuff like that. Probably have another podcast to jump on.
No, actually, I'm done for the night after you, buddy.
Well, listen, I appreciate you making me wait 2 years.
Hey, look, good things come to those who wait. Okay.
It's, you know, when I tell people it's like a lifelong interview.
You get to see one of those.
I don't see. I see a shirt. Listen, you know what he did? His wife was throwing away the cutting board, so he just,
Actually, I have like 14 more barrel heads down in my building.
I got some real big ones, dude.
I need to have you one made.
I'll send you the barrel head.
Oh, well, I've got barrel heads. I've got like 30 of them.
Jesus. Okay.
But I mean, I got to put them back together and glue them and all that crap. But they're good.
I mean, it's worth it for a friend that waited 2 years to interview you.
It is. Actually, I got one I put a deer head on that looks really good. Like skull mount. I did a skull mount on a barrel head.
Ooh. Yeah, like a Euro mount and then.
Euro mount, yes. Yep.
That's sweet, bro.
All right, get off here. I know you want to leave me. You're done anyway.
Well, I gotta, my son's got to do some stuff. You got to do that dad thing. Mom's in Texas, so.
Well, I hope I come back on again someday when I win a second time,
Listen, I think we're all in that hunt for number 2, so we can throw it at Bruiser.
Well, I mean, the only reason I haven't won twice is because I haven't been on there twice.
Yeah, that's what I say too.
Yeah.
They're like, what can you make? I said, it's probably better to ask me what I can't make.
Hey, look, I'll figure it out. I hate rum. I hate tequila. I hate rum. I hate tequila, but I hated Jimmy Red too.
See,
and just think of it this way. If you can go on there and win doing something you hate, imagine if they let you have something you loved.
Hold on. That's for Big Easy. He said there's dishes in the sink. Actually, they're not, sir.
and there's been a lot of people that went on there doing something they really loved and didn't win.
You're right. Bro, like, listen, it's crazy the similarities in everybody's stories, really, though, because there's a focus that I feel like the winners, you could tell, absolutely have. There's the what else? There's so many so many I had it written down, but like to listen to everybody tell you them,
look, at the end of the day, if they ask you to do something and you don't know how to do it, you'll figure it out.
Wing it.
It's time behind the steel pays dividends.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
That's true, bro. You know what? I'm glad you said that. And I hope my uncle's watching this because like him and his dad do their thing now. And it's like, listen, bro, you're helping your dad out. You're not remembering the craft, bro. You're not staying in tune with it. Like, listen, man, the best thing I taught, and this goes for anything really, Daniel. It's like, you want to pick something you're good at, stick with it and master it. Do the best you can at it. Then it's like, that ain't shit. So this is what we do. We make liquor.
And it's fun.
It's great. It's amazing. So listen, I look forward to hanging out with you this summer, brother. I know I'm going to see you a couple times, I hope, at least.
Maggie Valley
So,
at least.
Woo, you doing popcorn?
I'm gonna try. I'm hard try on that one.
I'm going to.
Okay. Well, if you go to popcorn, I will know in about another month. I'll know whether I'm going or not.
Okay. And then
what?
Sugar and yeast equal liquor. Everything else is flavored. That's right. 1 hour to imagine is flavored sugar wash, no matter what.
That's right.
All right. Hey, Daniel, thank you again, brother. And congratulations, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you.
So, Daniel, good night. And I'll talk to you later, brother.
Good night. I'll talk to you later. Text me.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. That was another great episode. Listen, I guess good things do come to those who wait. So, Daniel, thanks, brother. Good job last night. You truly are a master at your craft. Until next time, folks. Peace.